Hello, Freemen! As always, I am King of the Freemen, yours, Flight Force. Unfortunately, I'm alone tonight. I'm by myself. Other than little dolphins. Nova has fallen ill. I don't know where he's at. It's sad days. But as a little sneak peek, because a lot of people have been wondering, where is the king at? What is he doing? What is he busy with? We are currently sitting in the home port of Nassau. I'm wearing my nice gold and black to represent the Freemen. And this is the Nassau port right here. This is the Nassau port. So we got a lot to talk about. I'm going to make it quick. I'm going to make it short to the best of my ability. First things first, I want to kick off about the entire update going around with the original shutdown of the SO Fleet Discord. I know that a lot of people were sad about that. I'm glad to see the migration has went well. I see a lot of chatter in SOT still. I see a lot of chatter in all the games. We're going to highlight two of those games tonight. We're going to talk about them. I have a special guest. I have Sloth, the secretary, head counselor. He's here to talk about some fun things with you all tonight. Of course, I also have with me the foremans of the Freeman Minecraft Adventure, which is where I'm currently sitting. Like I said, I'm sitting in the port. It's actually kind of cool in my mind. You see a couple little white pooper sloopers over there, some brigantines, some frigates, and I'm not allowed to go over that far. That's the galleon over there. That's supposed to be a surprise. Whoopsie. So we have a lot of different things to talk about, but I'm going to go through it as quick as possible. Just give you the news, get everything up and running. We've seen a lot of people. I done goofed. Yes, I did, Mango. We've seen a lot of movement over from the SOT. We've seen a lot of increase in other games and a lot of stuff playing. And, of course, the admin side is still diligently working to change, update, and affect things to the best of our ability. Now, first on those major lists of changes was we saw a request and kind of a desire for a clan within the Rockstar world for GTA 5 and for Red Dead Redemption 2 multiplayer when that eventually drops. So that was green lighted. That's 100% approved. Right now, GSO Grey Wolf is actually in charge of the club. It's 100% official. If you guys play GTA 5 or you play the new Red Dead Redemption 2 and you're planning on to join in on the multiplayer there, you can join his club. He's running it. Reach out to him. He'll get you into it. It is a Freeman club, so you're going to get all the respect that you're used to being a part of anything Freeman. And, of course, you'll have the hierarchy to be able to make sure things stay fair and equal and safe in a sense. Now, for all the people that have not played Minecraft and has been interested in Minecraft, we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Like I said, just taking the scenery. I'm sitting in the port. I was like, you know what? I want to go sit in a rowboat. I want to do this because I don't have Nova. And I said, well, where am I going to sit in a rowboat? I decided I'm going to sit at Nassau's port. So, that is where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. Talking about other major changes. We saw a couple more major games come up and prepping. Of course, a lot of people are excited about Fallout 76 beta that just dropped. Everybody's asking what we're going to do about Fallout 76, how it's going to drop. Again, that's going to come down to just straight up what the support of it from you all are. We're not going to make any decisive decisions. We're not going to force anything down anyone's throat. However, if there's a big enough following and you guys want clans, you want clubs, you want even to make a fleet, we'll do it. You give the support, we'll make it happen. It's that simple. One major thing I do want to hamp on is that we don't have as big of a presence in Sea of Thieves anymore. And without having this large presence in Sea of Thieves, our recruitment numbers are starting to go down a little bit. A lot of the people recruited into the Freemen, a lot of you are used to this. We met you on the seas. You met myself. You met another captain. You met someone. And you're like, hey, I like these guys. Hey, I'm going to check out their website. I'm going to put in. I need you all to do that. You all need to still do that. Do that in all games. When you're playing with anyone, mention you're a Freeman. Mention that, hey, I can give you a website link. If these individual goes to the website, on the very home page of the website, it says request to join. All it does now, there's no forms, there's no nothing. They click that button, it immediately puts them into the Discord on the vetting side, the vetting Discord. They go through the vetting process, they get talked to, they get interviewed, they get approved, they come over into the main hub with the rest of us. So it's a very streamlined, quick process. It's been made very simple, and it's made it so that you can have all of your friends from any games join into the gaming community. And with that, that's where I'm calling out to you. You guys are our #1 advertisers. I can pump out videos all day long. I can ask the network to pump out broadcasts all day long. But at the end of the day, the #1 people to find more people is the Freemen. And the more of us there are, the easier it is to create fleets, create independent chain of commands, allow games to grow, find groups. It's always been about you need to have that kind of group of body. Don't worry, the admin side will make sure they're respectful people. The admin side will make sure that they get all the information they need. All I need you guys to do is go find people you think would fit with the Freemen. If you meet somebody on Sea of Thieves, any game, you like them, mention the Freemen, give them the website, and let us take care of the rest. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the highlighted games this week. I really wish Nova was here for this, but this is the #1. I've seen it. Everybody's playing it. I'm sure I'm going to get a bunch of messages right now in the chat. Red Dead Redemption 2. It's at the top of the charts in the Freemen's minds. Everybody's playing this thing. I've owned it. I unfortunately have yet to get to crack it open. So I cannot give you 100% honest opinion of the game. I only have information based on what I've seen in the broadcast. And I do have to mention the broadcast going on by Godfather Nova, the stuff coming out of King of the Ren. It's great stuff. The game looks amazing. I don't know how many of you that are currently watching the broadcast also played Red Dead Redemption 2. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you like about the game. I mean, really, to me, it looks like such a fun game. I can't wait to actually play it. However, I'm just a little tied up working on the FMA. Now, the next game that is getting highlighted this week is actually the Fallout beta. This I actually got to test myself, and I have to do a shout out. I have to shout out to 2 individuals that did something that I just thought was super, super cool. You know, I want to shout out to, of course, Trippy Change and Dark Archon. I know that there were several more of you that ended up helping out and things of that nature, but those 2 I saw first and foremost leading the charge. They were sharing these codes. They were getting everybody they could into the beta, and they were getting the Freemen playing together. I just love that. That was great, great mentality, and I got to shout it out. I got to say, well done, you 2. Awesome work. If I had the Salty Seaman Award like the SOT did, I'd probably be giving it to you. So maybe we'll have to come up with something like that. But I got a chance to check out the Fallout 76 beta. And thanks to them, actually, Trippy Change was the one that gave me the code. I got to check it out. This was a very interesting game. All in all, my personal opinion was there is great potential in the online aspect of this game. And when I say that, I mean I already have a couple ideas in mind personally about how the Freemen can dominate Fallout 76. And of course, as we get closer and we do more testing and things of that nature, maybe we'll start making little squads. Maybe we'll start doing different things. It's all going to come out to the final testing of the game to see what they do. We're kind of in the exact same boat with Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, we're not 100% sure how the multiplayer is going to be fully dropped, but clearly there's a lot of love in it. There's a lot of detailed work being placed into the games, and to me, I'm excited about both of them. I'm excited about the multiplayer in both of them. I may not be playing Red Dead Redemption 2 right now, but I will definitely be with you guys in the multiplayer. We'll be cowboys, we'll be outlaws. You were already server dominating. That's awesome. So it's right there. The Freemen are going to get to be the Freemen. We're going to get to have this fun. We're going to start doing these things. Just got to wait for these things to finally hammer out. Now, with that being said, there's been a lot of chatter about game chat, solo game chat, things of that nature. A lot of people ask me, hey, what are these for? In the hub, the game, and the solo game chat. The solo game chat is where you can talk about any particular game that just doesn't fit a channel. I love Zelda. I loved Breath of the Wild. I was the guy that did absolutely everything in the game. I have the motorcycle horse. If you don't know how to get it, I can tell you how to get it. However, it unfortunately does not qualify as a Freeman game. We just don't have the capability to do team-based things in it. So that is where the solo game chat goes. Game chat is for everything that doesn't have a channel. If it's just a game like I put in there a while back about Tabletop Simulator, I was thinking about having a Freeman board game night. And I thought to myself, I said, okay, would people even want to play this? That's where it is. That's where we can do just chit-chat about games, maybe ones that you want to create channels, see if people play them. Just talk about upcoming games, things that wouldn't have a channel. That's what that's all for. Now, a couple people were asking me, I'm not used to the Freeman chat. I'm not used to the Freeman shots. I'm not used to free topic. What are these for? These are the exact same thing as SOT. Fleet chat equals Freeman chat. Fleet shots equals Freeman shots. Free topic equals off topic. That's how it is. So don't be afraid. I see a lot of you all chatting in the individual games, talking about individual things like that. Don't be afraid to say hi. Don't be afraid to still use that chat. I've been in there. I've been saying good morning to everybody. I want you all to get comfortable. I know this has been a big change and everybody's a little bit, concerned, but really just relax into it. Y'all, I feel like I need to be handing out the rum. I don't know what to say. I think I need to be handing out the rum. All right, so now, first up for special guest number 1, we have coming in, we have our great head counselor, Slothy boy, where you at? Slothy boy. Where are you at, Slothy boy? Oh, there you
Hello.
are, Slothy. Oh, hey. He's our court wizard. Yeah, selling around Nassau. All right, Sloth, so you're in here to talk with us about the GSOs. What's going on with them?
Well, we're actually looking for more because although we've got a great team currently, we could always use more. GSOs, if you don't know, are the general support officers of the Freeman. They handle admin work with me, as well as vetting new initiates into the Freeman. Since we don't have fleets to bring new members in, we've got the initiate vetting hub. General support officers, while they do a lot of admin work, they are greatly rewarded. They get privilege rights, and it's just great to be able to give back to the Freeman. So if you are interested in helping out the Freeman, and you feel that you would be good at this sort of stuff, well, General Support Officer, it's a perfect role for you.
Oh, thank you, Sloth. I do like to mention that the General Support Officer is a great. If I know there's quite a few people that they were like, can we promote anymore? And it's like, yes, you can. There's options for promotions. The other thing is that the General Support Officers get one very special, cool thing. They get first dibs on special assignments. So like Grey Wolf, who wanted to do something that's a little bit bending the rules. He wanted to create a Freeman club in a game that isn't fleet level. Well, he got that approval. I think that's really cool. I think that's it's a way of allowing everyone to kind of have fun. So, thanks, Sloth, for coming out talking about the GSOs with us. Guys, make sure you message him if you're interested in it. Sloth, have fun reading all those applications.
I look forward to.
Actually, let me ask you real quick before you roll away, Slothy boy. If they private message you about GSO, what should they include?
Just if they believe they'd be interested in the role and why. What sort of interests they have or skills that they may have that may make them perfect for the role, or if they're interested in learning, things like that.
All right, cool. Well, thank you, Sloth. All right, well, Sloth rolls on out of here. We're going to go ahead and talk about another amazing thing going on, and that is the network. The network was basically put on hold. Ren has been working this bad boy by himself while we did the hub and the SOT. I mean, I got to give a shout out to King of Ren. To be a lone man standing and doing all of this work with just a handful of helping hands and keeping it up and running and keeping it going well while, the entire rest of the Freemen are busy elsewhere. I got to give him credit for that. Outstanding work to Ren. But now it's time for the second part of it, which is recruitment time. That's right. If you want to be a part of the network, if you want to be a part of broadcasting, you want to be a part of streaming, he's the man to talk to. He's taking in applications right now. He's actually promoting to officer. Some of his current members are getting promoted to officer. I know who. I'm not going to say who, but I'm excited to see these members joining the officer corps. It's definitely well deserved. So with that being said, if you're interested at all in joining the network and becoming a streamer, in helping out with these special projects, and promoting maybe your favorite game, talk to Ren. There's amazing things going on. We have writers, reporters, you have editors, you have cameramen. You get to be a part of these major events, and I'll tell you one that's coming up in just a couple months. Everybody was curious about this. Skull Ball is still scheduled to happen, everyone. That's right. Skull Ball Season 2 will still be kicking off, even though SOT Fleet was shut down. So, with Skull Ball Season 2 right around the corner, we need commentators. We need people that want to be a part of these productions. We need people that want to play Skull Ball. We will be having a draft. We'll be doing everything like that nature. And actually, I've been so busy. We're looking for one very special individual that loves Skull Ball, and that is, we need someone to be the commissioner. I was the commissioner when I was the Pirate Lord of SOT, but now that I've switched over to the King, it is actually not technically allowed. I'm not supposed to be in charge of any special project that large anymore. So that means I need someone to take on the role. The commissioner is definitely an important role, and you definitely help shape Skull Ball. So if you're interested in that particular position, notify Sloth again with information on that. Commissioner of Skull Ball, typically what I did was of course, I ran the bracket. I made the hard decisions when it came down to deciding what team was going to face off against who. I also made sure that the draft stayed fair. I did a lot of different things of that nature. Basically, it's typically a lot of just decision making. And of course, you get to be at every single Skull Ball game. And you get, of course, to commentate the Skull Ball games. And it's definitely exciting. I'm sure you all have seen the Skull Ball videos with me as commissioner there, you know, saying goodbye to everybody, talking to the leadership, talking to the captains of the teams. It definitely was a very fun job to have. I'm going to miss it. But if you're interested in it, please contact Sloth and let him know that you are interested in Skull Ball Commissioner. He's going to set you up for an interview with me, and we'll talk and we'll see what happens. Now, with that being said, the last thing I want to do is I want to do special shout-outs before we get into our next set of interviews. And our special shout-outs tonight is just going out to a lot of different people. You know, I've been talking to so many different people. And the Freemen, you know, I want to shout out to the Mangoes, to Dead Edge, to Princess Jess, to Lord Trican, to Wolf's Den, Finger Puppet, Midnight. I just, all these guys that you guys have all just constantly stayed and constantly nurtured and constantly been helpful and constantly wanted to be a part of the team. I mean, I just cannot thank you all enough. I know that a lot of people were upset, and when everybody was upset, you guys just said, hey, we're still Freeman, and you kept on pushing. And I just cannot thank you all enough. It's definitely made my life a lot easier, and I cannot get over the fact that it just made my life easier. I'm always happy when we get people that has that mentality, and it was awesome of you, so thank you all very much. Now, with that being said, now we're getting into the things that everybody's like, hey, what is going on? The King's talking about it. You all have seen me every day, online, all day. And where am I? I'm on FMA. So what is FMA? Well, I'm going to actually pull in the two foremen of the project, which is Sloth and Jinbane. Come on back, Sloth. Come on in, Jinbane. Come on in. Come on over to the port with me. There's our court wizard. There's wait, what?
Well,
Jin, what are you wearing?
She came on to make sure I didn't have a cap.
Yeah, and no caps?
No
don't
capes.
you have a cape? No capes.
I can't park the boat. Okay, this is why I'm not allowed to drive Nova's boat.
She wasn't given a license yet.
She wasn't given a license? The boating license.
Yeah, there we go.
All right,
There we
so
go.
these are the two
Got it.
foremen of the project of the Freeman Minecraft Adventure Project. So I'll talk a little bit about my side of things. I am one of the dungeon masters, and I'm playing one of the characters. I'm playing the king, obviously. I'm the king of the Freemen right now, so I'm playing the king, and this is my awesome little king outfit. And I don't have any role in the first adventure, actually. I'm in the teaser trailer, but I don't get to say or do anything in the first adventure, so I'm a little sad, but it's okay. But here's how the adventure works. You're going to be dropped. Everybody that wants to be dropped, you're going to be dropped inside of this world. You're going to be dropped inside a little black box where someone, your cameraman, narrator that will be following you, will kind of give you a little hints and little advice and things of that nature and give you all your starting equipment. Once you've been given all your starting equipment, you'll be let loose into the world to do as you see fit and do as you please. And there's going to be several stories laid out that you can run into and kind of chance happen, just like D&D. Now, the end game of the Freeman Minecraft Adventure, or FMA, is that you will do things to earn gold. Once you've earned 1,000 gold, you'll gain the right to become part of the FMA. You'll pay 1,000 gold, and you will become part of the FMA. And you'll be able to run multiple adventures. You'll be able to do multiple things. There will be adventures that are big and chaotic, and they'll give you the 1,000 gold as a reward. There's others that are going to be small. It's like D&D. You can honestly, you could just go mine if you really, really wanted to, and you could earn the gold that way. But I wouldn't do it. That's going to take you a very, very long time. But everybody's going to work on that goal. Once you hit in-game, you put 1,000, you earn the right to purchase a house. That's peasant level. And you can work your way up until you get up to Lord's Manor. And, of course, Lord's Manor are big old manors with their own towns, with their own story arcs. And, you know, it'll just continue like that. That's the idea. It'll constantly have new people coming in. And I'm excited. That's the basic core of how it works, and that's how it functions. So now let's get to the foremen. So the foremen have been busy building insane things like the port behind me. So let's go ahead. We'll start with you, Slothy boy. We'll start with you. What do you? What's your? As a foreman on the project and all the building you've been doing, what has you excited?
What has me excited? Just the side quests that everyone involved comes up with. You know, all the little stories, the ideas that get bounced back and forth. You know, you'll just be building and something happens that it sparks 1,000 ideas. It's just things like that, you know, future quests to be, potentially, you know. There's no end to them.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, there are several side quests. There's a lot of amazing entities inside. I think one of the coolest thing is I accidentally showed a galleon earlier today. I think that's one of the beauties of the builders of the FMA project is that all the ships behind us have never been built in Minecraft before. Actually, what they do in Minecraft is they build them on gigantic scales. The downside is that, well, we can't use those because we're only 2 blocks tall. So all of these ships, everything here is a one of a kind. It's 100% one of a kind built just for you guys, and that's what gets me excited. But all right, let's switch over to the other foreman, Jen. Jen, what gets you excited about FMA?
What gets me excited?
What are you excited about?
My answer. He stole it.
It
It was a little side quest because I actually there's this part that I made that I'm not allowed to talk about anymore because I get super excited about it, but it's there. It's not that hard to find, so I'm like really excited for people to find that. And can I talk about the gate? How it's like one of my favorite things.
No. Shh, the spoilers. Spoilers.
It's just my
Careful
favorite
with
thing in
these
the project.
I've said nothing.
Well, let's go ahead.
There's a lot of like cool little Easter eggs everywhere. So I'm really excited. Easter eggs. I'm holding an egg.
So yeah, there are a lot. I know that there's a lot of little Easter eggs crammed in. I've helped cram in a couple of them. They're in here. I mean, let's just. I think a great example in what's happened here is that the builders have worked very hard to make everything, and that's what I'm saying here. Is I'm wearing black and gold. There is a Nassau flag. It's not currently sailing on the ships because, well, you wouldn't do that. Your flag wouldn't be up while you're sitting at port, but it is here. It exists. It's on. It's on the. We'll call it the fleet. So the SOT Freeman fleet still exists. We've just shifted it into different waters, and it's currently out conquering. That's what we'll say. We're not gonna say any more about the fleet, but it's out there being awesome. So let's get into something a little bit more fun, things of that nature. Sloth, tell us. Now don't give details. Tell us, what is your favorite building so far? Let's just give a little more hints here at the FMA.
Building.
Favorite building.
The church.
The church.
Without a doubt, the church.
That's right. We have a church. What good castle doesn't have a church? Sloth, tell the good people, who does the Nassauians or Freemen worship in Minecraft?
Well, seeing as we are primarily based on the seas, we get everything from the seas. It felt just right to worship the one true god Poseidon.
Ah, just guess it, the Church of Poseidon.
Yes.
It is a magically beautiful. It's a magically beautiful building. I really wish I could.
Is.
I really wish I could. Actually, you know what? The rendering. I'm just gonna back up here a little bit. Don't mind me. I'm just beep beep.
Oh, I wonder why.
We're just gonna back up here a little bit, and I don't know how far my render distance gets out there. I think I have it set on max. Uh oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's starting to pop into the. Jin is Edna, yes. Edna, come on, just back up with us, Edna.
No caps.
No caps, back up with us. Little bit of beeping up.
Wow.
There it is.
What would that structure of a wall be?
I don't know. It's still rendering a little bit. Good old SOT render distance right now. That's what this feels like.
It's just so big and lumbering.
Oh, there it's starting to come up. I'm gonna stop about right here in front of this sloop, because I don't wanna show you all too much, but you could definitely see one of the bell towers. Oh, the second bell tower is starting to render in. You see the blue? It's big. It's big. The Church of Poseidon. We worship it well.
We don't do things in halves in Nassau.
Don't do things in half. So right over there is the castle. I'm not looking over that way. You all, I know you all. We can't give away too much. All right. So Jin, as the other foreman, what is your favorite building so far in Nassau?
My unbiased opinion or my biased opinion?
Here, let's get both.
My biased opinion is the Lord's Manor.
The Lord's Manor. Okay, so that's
Lord's Manor.
didn't you build the Lord's Manor?
Yeah, that's why I said it's my biased opinion.
Okay, what's your unbiased opinion? What's your unbiased?
It's the one that's not finished yet, but it's gonna be the bank.
Oh, that's right, the bank. That bank's getting finished up. You know what? That's a good little side story. We could give them. Yeah. So you know how I said, you guys, you have to get money, right? You have to get money, and it's a lot of money.
Don't let them rob the bank.
There's a bank, guys.
You're giving them bad ideas.
Shh, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just informing the people that there's a bank. What they choose to do with that information is all theirs. I'm informing them that there's a bank.
Hey, the bank is now hiring security. No reason.
For no reason. There's a little security. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, actually, my favorite building so far, and is, I mean, I don't want to say the church. You already said the church. There's one building I absolutely love, but I'm not allowed to say why I love it. It is Shadow Shifter's Shadow Way. Shadow Shifter has the Shadow Way Tavern. It's here. I love it. It's ingenious. It's beautiful. It's just absolutely insane. I highly recommend whoever decides to be the first adventurers, you go check it out, because I mean, it's just so amazing. But I can't tell you why I love that one. So I'll tell you another building that I can tell you why I love, and you can actually see it in the background there. There is it's the Court Wizard's Tower. That was built by Lord Drycam back there. It's beautiful. It's huge. It's great. I just there's so much
That's where I
going on
live.
in there. There's so much. Shit, that's where you live. So much going on in there. Of course, the other thing I really love and I really enjoy is that was originally built, and you guys already know about this one, so I could show it in all its glory, which is the lighthouse that is right behind me now. The lighthouse, of course, was built by Shiny Tardis and Olympics, and was just absolutely amazing done. There's a lot. I'm just gonna do this. There you go. I'm just gonna roll around. There's so much detail here, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot express enough how excited I am that the Freeman Minecraft project is, finally underway, and the Freeman Minecraft adventure is right around the corner. So the foremans are here. Let me think of one more question. If you guys got questions you want to ask the foreman, type it out now while we're doing this. Now the teaser trailer that's supposed to be dropping here in about the next month, I believe is the plan. Is that right? Sloth Engine teaser trailer in
I
about a
believe
month.
it is.
All right. So can we give the cats any hints? Anything? Any whispers? Anything?
All I think we should say is that there will not be enough appreciation for what is shown in this teaser trailer.
That is true. Okay.
Because how it works, yeah.
All right, so we'll leave it at that. This is what I say. When the teaser trailer drop, I'll say this now. I'll probably say it once per day. Pay attention. Adventurers that are coming into Nassau. Pay attention. Because if there's one thing that's being done by the dungeon masters that are running this, it is the details. It's devil in the details. It's 100% all about those details. Minor little things that you will not even think about that might be way in the background is 100% important. So you're going to want to pay attention. So that's the one little thing I'll say. Pay attention. Now in the details. Devil's in the details. All right, so with that being said, I don't believe there was no more questions for the foreman. I don't have anything else to say. I don't want to give away too much. Foremans, anything you'd like to ask? No? Okay, well, with that being said, that was the last thing we had to do today. That was the last thing we were going to talk about. I love this. I love the fact, and this is what I'm saying. You remember how I told you that ships were specially built just for the Freemen? You see a little sloop beside me, or behind me in the white. You see the brigantine alongside me. You see the frigate over there, and you can peeking off, and that you can just barely see the bowsprit of the galleon. I want to show it so bad. It's just such a masterpiece of work, and the sheer amount of work. I gotta say thank you to all the builders. They've done amazing work. The details are there. It's been hours. It has been hours of work for you all. It's hours of work for this adventure. I hope you guys are excited about it. I think it has the potential to be as big as Skullball for the Freeman. Now, with that being said, we have, of course, come to the end of this little broadcast that we said was supposed to be really short, and I'm really sorry. Hopefully I'll edit. We'll get some of it edited out. I'm sorry it went so long. But with that all being said, we'll use my two foremans. They know what to say. We are the Freemen of Nassau. We game together.
We die
We
together.
die together.